The power of boundaries. Sarah has always been a people pleaser. She was the one who would say yes to any request, no matter how unreasonable or inconvenient it might be. She was a hard worker, a great friend, and a loving mother, but she was also exhausted. One day, Sarah stumbled upon this book, and she felt like it was speaking directly to her. Carrie Nieuwhof's words resonated deeply with her, particularly the chapter on boundaries. Sarah had always believed that setting boundaries was rude or selfish. She didn't want to let anyone down or be seen as difficult. But Carrie Nieuwhof's stories and practical tips helped her see things differently. She started by setting small boundaries, like saying no to a colleague who always asked her to work late. Sarah communicated her limits clearly but kindly, and to her surprise, her colleague was understanding. Sarah realized that people respected her more when she stood up for herself. With newfound confidence, Sarah started to set more boundaries. She stopped checking her email after 6 p.m., and she stopped saying yes to every social invitation. She realized that by prioritizing her own needs, she had more energy to give to others. She was a better mother, a better friend, and a better employee. But the real turning point came when Sarah had the courage to set a boundary with her own mother. For years, her mother had relied on Sarah for emotional support and practical help. Sarah had always felt like she had to be there for her, but it was taking a toll on her mental health. One day, Sarah sat down with her mother and expressed her feelings honestly. She explained that she loved her, but she couldn't be her sole source of support anymore. Sarah's mother was initially hurt and defensive, but as they talked it through, she began to see Sarah's point of view. To Sarah's surprise, her mother started to make changes too. She joined a support group and reconnected with old friends. Sarah realized that by setting a boundary, she had given her mother the kickstart she needed to take charge of her own life. This part was the realization that setting boundaries wasn't selfish or rude. It was an act of self-care that made her life more fulfilling and helped others too. By taking small, but consistent steps towards setting boundaries, Sarah transformed her life and hers for those who she matters.